Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. You're watching this video because you want to know some topics that I'm going to discuss here. This is my MegaClass Technicalities. I created this video just to go inside some of the topics that people hardly cover in the curriculum. Later in school production, we come across these technicalities that sometimes hinder our workflow. Before starting, I want to thank you for checking my videos. I'll be posting out more videos, so keep yourself updated by subscribing to my channel. Alright, let's get to it. First up, animation, animate panel. What is animate panel? Alright, we have a simple scene. We go to animate, and we bring in the animate panel. And we're going to discuss all of these features that the animate panel has. Probably most of you guys know some of the stuff in the animate panel, but there are a few of the stuff that is there. We're going to discuss about that. Let's go ahead and start with set key function. Okay? Let's go ahead and open the option box and see what the values we have. Let's go ahead and reset the settings. Also remind you that this is going to be a intermediate class, definitely not for beginners. So go ahead and set a key there with the set key function, and we'll move the box. You can see that it's all keyed in here. All the channel box attributes are keyed in there. Let's go ahead and undo that. First one does is that it keys all the manipulator handles and all the VideoClass keys. The second one, however, keys the attributes that we have in the channel box. And all manipulator handle means whatever handle we have selected is going to key that. Right now we have translate, so it keys translate. Go ahead and try for rotate, Y. It's going to key the rotate, and let's go ahead and check the scale. We can go ahead and check the scale. For now, let's go ahead and key everything. Go ahead and set keys here by moving the box a little bit, just to get a little bit of animation going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to show how the set key button works. Let's go ahead and pull that up, set a key. You can see that it's creating an animation happening. And what actually it's doing is actually saving all the positions in the box where we save that data. You can find out that below there's a flat editor here. So you can see there's a line going up and down. That's actually the y-axis, the up and down axis of the box. So let me leave that and set a key there. There's nothing there. But now when we set a key, we see that the y-axis has a key value right in the key. So that's basically your reanimation is done. Using that set key function, saving photos in the keyframes. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the breakdown key. What is the breakdown key actually? So let's set a key there now, and go ahead and open the breakdown option box. The values that we have here are exactly the values that we have in the set key functions. So let's set breakdown key. It creates a key, which is a set key actually. It is a keyframe, and it is different in color just because you don't have to manipulate the breakdown key to get the timing of the whole animation. You just have to select that key, the last key, or whatever key is there, near the breakdown key, and you can move around. You don't have to select everything and do the timing. Only one key will move the breakdown without disturbing the timing. But we have a problem here. This breakdown key kind of settles in a decimal point. So what you can do is you can go right click, and go to snap button tool. Okay, what it does is it brings it to a normal value. So there we go. We have the normal value of the breakdown. Okay, so that's it breakdown. So let's leave that. Now let's go ahead and check out the whole current key function. What the whole current key does is it holds keys in certain position in the timeline, so that you can manipulate the keys that are after the current key according to your animation. You can add ease in and ease out or things like that. So for example, let's copy that code and create a whole current key there. Alright, we have added a key right in the middle. Go ahead and delete that. So now what we see is that it's kind of stuck there. Okay. So now what we can do is we can increase the timeline and paste the feed out and copy before. What that will do is that'll let us have more control over our animation. We can add easings like that. We can see that in our graph editor here. Our z-axis has a better easing, and we can shift that to get even more better easings and ease-outs. Alright? So that's basically whole turnkey. I don't know if anybody uses whole turnkey nowadays, because you can basically do that by just using the set key function and moving around keys here and there. Alright, that was whole turnkey. Let's go ahead and delete that. Now let's go ahead and check out our set driven key function. Okay? What is set driven key? This is basically, mainly used in rigging and stuff, so that one controller can drive the other. For example, here we're going to use this box to move that box. Alright, so let's go ahead and set that up. First, we have to choose the transformation of both the box because it has a weird value. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the panel. So what we see is that there are two boxes that we created, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the attributes of this box to move around that box on top. Alright, so here in the set driven function, this is the driver on top, and the driver is going to move the driven. That's the panel below. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that rotate function at the bottom of the box to move around the rotate of the box on top. Okay? For example, we're going to rotate X in this direction, and that will, allow us to rotate the box on top. So let's go ahead and select rotate X of the box down below, and the box on top, rotate Y, and just set a key on that, Okay, so we got a keyframe in there. So what we'll do is we use that value for the upper, the driver to move that to the. So let's go ahead and select that box and just go rotate X and put a value of 180. You can as well put any value in there, but I'm just going to stick with 180. You can go ahead and play around with the values, like 90 or something, but I think 180 is fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and put driver, driven, sorry, and let's move it to about, rotate it to about 360, like a full circle, full rotation. So what this will do is, this will, when I move this, it's gonna, allow me to move the box on the top, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and, set a key, and then we'll set a key there, 118 frames. Alright, 118 frames. Cool. Set a key again. So now when we play this, we can see that the driver is animating the driven, which is pretty cool. This is basically a setup that is also used in rigs or blend shapes or stuff like that. That is pretty handy. Let's go ahead and talk about the transform tools. Transform tools, basically, the manipulator handle keys. It's pretty easy. It's like you can go ahead and you can select whatever handle you have, select transform, set a key, but I'll set a key and only in the transform buttons, okay? Go ahead, move that, set a key. Okay, so now we have an animation that only in the translate section of our box, okay? We do not have animation on the rotate. So now let's go ahead and put a rotate key there. Let's rotate that box, okay? Let's go ahead and set a key on the rotate. Now we can see that we have animation in the translate as well as the rotate, so you can hit the keypad. Alright, now let's go ahead and check out. That also can be done using the channel lock. Select the translate and right click and select it. What that does is it's kind of like the same function that set transform key has. So see that? Right, so, if you don't want to go from, the animate palette, you can obviously go to the channel box and select it and see it right there and there. So that's going to help out. Alright, let's go ahead and open our animate panel. What we have next up is our IK key panel. What that does is you can animate IK handles or FK handles or both at the same time. Let's go ahead and create a join, very simple joins. Join system here. We have the rotation values. Okay, so we're going to use the IK handle here. IK. Alright. And this tool kind of helps us in, blending IK and FK keys together. Sometimes there are some animations, for example, walk cycle, you want, walk to stop or something, and there's an FK in the walk, and there's an IK when we, stop. So this key kind of helps it a lot, okay? So let's just, let's just go ahead and create a IK here. Make it look like a hand, or probably look like a leg. Oh, it's working fine. Okay, let's, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see that the blend's working fine or not. So when we put that to 0, the IK doesn't work. So I think that's working fine. So I'm going to put that back to 1. Now we will set keyframe there, and in another frame, I'm going to do some animation with the IK. The template that we're seeing on the screen is actually not joined. It's actually just the information wherever the last keyframe was. So let's go ahead and see that. So that's gone. Alright, so now we have this animation happening, and the template is getting updated every time. Okay, cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select that. You can see that there's a line in there. So what we have to do is we have to go to the IK chain and remove that line so that we can animate or FK. Alright? So let's go ahead and remove that and use these controls to make like a rotation, like an FK animation. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Let's set a key there and set a key in all of these. Alright, let's check if it's working fine. Oops, something's wrong here. Rotation, see time. Oh, okay, we didn't key that, right, we didn't key that. Okay, let's go ahead and key that. So yeah, see, you can see that we have an IK and FK animation blended together pretty nicely without a jerk. So that's what we are aiming for. So, the set IK FK function does that. It mathematically calculates everything, like a nice blend between IK and FK, and kind of merge everything together. So that's a help, very nice function there. Okay, so there's a set key. There's also this function here, set key, set IK FK, so we can put that off, or we can go ahead and use that from there. Alright, that looks pretty good. So this enable is button is actually, there's 0 in this frame. That frame is enabled because we have blend to 1. Alright, very cool. So that's that. And next thing is connect to IKFK. That basically will connect anything to your IKFK. And like for example, join, or you can just connect any, like geometry or anything like that. Go ahead and click connect. You can see the connection is made. It basically won't show anything in here, but it's connecting. Let's check out other stuff now. Set blend shape target weight keys. I think we're discussing that in a later episode, later video class. Okay, I'm going to be discussing the other ones now. Not that. Set blend shape target weight key. So let's go ahead and check out set editable motion trails. Create a small geometry like a cube. Okay. Set a key,